Hey, this is Donovan Saadiq. Welcome to the Donovan Saadiq Show. I am back. I know everybody's been complaining I don't do my show enough and stuff like that. But, when you're doing several shows out here, it is tough to, please everybody and do everything. You guys don't know what goes in behind the scenes and what goes on in these shows. It's just a lot of stuff. But before I start, I want to welcome my guest, DK from the DK Show. She's earning the hate. Still doing everything. So how's everything with the show and everything? Numbers looking good?
Looking good. Can't complain. We're moving on up.
We're moving on up, and you are becoming notoriously known for your views.
I guess.
Yeah. So real quick, this episode is going to be brought to you by Not Cute Crochets by Jasmine Malloyd. Her number is 228-234-1416. Guys, check out the panoramic behind me, and this shows you some of the products that she does. She does those cute little...
the outfits out of crocheting.
I'm still waiting on my Belle's sweater there, Jasmine. So not saying that she doesn't do a good job.
I was about to say.
Yeah, no. I mean, what I'm saying is,
You throwing rocks?
Yeah, no, I'm not throwing rocks. I'm just saying I'm still waiting on that. I put an order in for that.
She does marvelous work. I've seen it.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's great work, but check her out. It's www.notcute, K-N-O-T, cute, crochets.com, and I'll put that up. You guys check it out and get with her, and you can contact her and all that other good stuff. But does some really, really, really great work. We are talking about today the girl that is 5 years old and she is acting like an adult because she is being forced to pay rent.
Well, she's not acting like an adult. In fact, she doesn't know what's going on. All she knows is that her mother, what was her name? I wrote it down. Oh gosh, Essence. Her mother, Essence. Mm-hmm. Is giving her 5-year-old daughter $7 a week, and of that $7, she takes $5 and tells the little girl who is 5, well, you got to pay rent, water, basically contribute to the household, and then here's $2 to do what you want with it. Now again, she's 5.
What the hell can you do with $2?
Right. Well, what is a 2-year doing spending money anyway? You know what I mean? Right. What are they out there buying, honestly, that you ain't buying for?
Right.
And so there's been a lot of this debate about this. Well, a lot of people are saying it's good that she's teaching her responsibility, and she's teaching her about blah, 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 money, this, that, and the other. But I'm on the other side of that. I say what she is teaching her is chicanery, which means trickery with, money and finances, hoodwinking her, for lack of better words. So what she does is when the baby turns 18, she's going to give her the money that she saved all those years when she turns 18. Now, to me, if you only told her you're paying rent, you're responsible, for the $5 a week, opposed to telling her why, what do you think is going to happen when she gets a big lump sum when she's 18?
Pate.
She's going to blow it more than likely because you haven't actively taught her how to save, why she's saving, and investing, or the value of, cash is king. You haven't told her that. You basically robbed her of a learning experience. And in fact, I think what she's taught her is trickery. Psych. I wasn't really paying the rent, girl. Okay. I gave you all this money.
Yeah.
So, just teach her.
Here's my thing on that. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. Mm-hmm. How many episodes and times have we seen in today's world where, and I'll give you a recent example. Lorenzen Wright, who was recently killed, or not recently killed, but his killer was sent out. The mother received, upon his death, $1 million life insurance policy for the children. Where is that money now?
They say it's gone.
All gone. So these kids now are coming of age, and there's no money for them. That was left in an insurance policy by their father, even though the mother allegedly killed him. So where's the money? So I don't truly believe what this woman is trying to teach her children would even come true, because in America, nobody saves money. And there's always an excuse of, well, I had to dip into it to pay for this.
Well, that's what it's for. If you had to dip into it, you had to do it. And I think there are people that, I save money. I just do. I'm not one to just be tricking off money all the time. I save money. Yeah. So, I just think it's not, what she's doing is a wasted effort, because she's, like I said, robbing the child of the
experience of learning.
Experience and the knowledge of what is actually going on.
But do you think that 5 years old is a little too young to really even be a teachable lesson at that time.
No, I don't think 5 is too young. I think 5 is just right to teach you, because if you don't teach them, when are you going to teach them?
Well, what I'm saying is, like, it's like when I started teaching my son about money and finances, I waited until he was like in 3rd grade.
Well, I don't think it's
Because I wanted him to be a child.
No,
That's my
listen, you could be a child, but you can teach your children about life. Yeah. Why wait until they get a job at, let's say, Taco Bell when they're in high school, their first job, and all they do is just go buy clothes, buy shoes, go out, and they don't save any money.
A lot of us do that.
Right, but so why wait till they get to that point? Why not, if they're going to go get a job, they already know, okay, 10% goes to me, 10% goes to savings. Then I pay, if I have a cell phone, if I'm a kid, I pay that. You know what I mean? Why not send them there already with that knowledge, opposed to doing it all wrong?
Well, the sad thing is, in our community, when you talk to most young people, even teenagers now, a lot of them don't even have bank accounts.
I mean, and they should, or at least have some form of saving.
But a lot of them don't.
Oh, yeah. I mean, some people will.
And you ask their parents, they don't have it.
Yeah, well, some people, for whatever reason, don't want a bank account, but you can still save. Like, I have a couple of forms of savings, but on my desk, I have this big glass jar that's almost full of nothing but change.
Yeah. I always got all my
loose change. That's a way of saving.
Yeah, all my loose change, and I use that loose change when I go abroad to Japan.
And that's my thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it once it gets full. I don't know if I'll just cash it in and start, or put it in the bank and start over.
Another jar.
But I'm like, well, maybe I want to do something fun with it, because to me, it's I look forward to getting change because I can put it in there. And now I'm contemplating.
Surprised how much.
I mean, this is a big jar.
Loose change you accumulate in a year.
It's a big jar of about that tall, about that round of change. I don't know how much is in there.
Right.
I don't count it for whatever reason, but I'm like, what is it going to do?
Coin jar.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to, I'm anticipating seeing how much it is, and then like, okay, what am I going to do? I need to do something special for myself or somebody else with this change.
Right.
But, we just, I'm not saying, I think her intentions are good. I'm not saying it's bad. I just think, why not tell the baby exactly what's
going on,
why you should be saving,
right?
Why it's crucial for you to have money instead of a bunch of things that are depreciated.
Right. Here's a big question that just came in. Where's the father?
Where is the father? Well, I mean, I don't know if the father is there or he's not there, but to me, whether the father's there or not, that doesn't mean that whoever is there can't teach her.
My princess don't need nothing because she got her father, so I don't have to teach her nothing.
Well, no,
her daddy gonna provide everything.
Yeah, but what if your daddy up and croak?
That's where the life insurance policy came in.
Black
folks, we need to put insurance. We keep talking about this on the show.
You need to empower your children. Yeah. You just have to. And I don't think they're too young. We think that sometimes.
Yeah,
they're too young. Let them be a kid. I mean, time is fleeting.
Well,
it goes by like that. When are you gonna teach them?
Yeah, a couple of days ago, me and my mom were talking, and she said, back in the day, black people never left their children nothing.
True. And I tell this all the time, this story. Both of my grandmothers, my dad's mom and my mom's mom, were what they call domestics, where they went off and worked for white folks. I tell it all the time. My grandmother was Jamie Lee Curtis's, family's nanny and domestic. That's what they were called. However, when my grandmother, especially on my father's side, died, I have a lot of cousins. She had 4 children, a lot of cousins. We all got some money. It was a lot of us.
We weren't expecting it, but yeah.
This lady was a domestic servant. She didn't go, to no office, high profile secretary. She was a domestic, and she saved money. She had a house that was bought and paid for. She had her stuff together.
Well, wasn't this like the movie? I don't like Tyler Perry movies, but what was that movie with Sanaa Lathan?
The family that prayed together.
Yeah. Remember at the end, she was a millionaire and nobody really knew and stuff like that.
Right.
So it'd be kind of like that.
Yeah, but so people think that you need to have this fantabulous job in order to be able to save money. No, you don't necessarily have to have this big time job, but because people with big time jobs, they can make $150,000 a year and still be broke.
And broke. I have a lot of friends that like that.
But they like to tout, I have this 6-figure job.
And I'm driving a Mercedes.
I'm driving this, but damn, you can't even put gas in the bitch. Because you ain't got the money to do it.
Right.
And your mobile gas card is tapped out and then you late on that. So I hear what you're saying, but behind closed doors,
Right.
you living a life of desperation because you
Mhm.
broke.
Mhm.
But it's better than you to tell everybody about this title you got.
Right, exactly. But my mom calls them label hoes.
Like, she said it, I did.
Right. So, but you know, and I think that's good. So, you know, that's a good thing. So, in conclusion of that, we should tell them why they're doing it and make it a learning experience.
Make it a learning experience. Listen, baby, this is what we're doing.
Because in the end, what if she's doing what she's doing already? The girl comes of age. She says, "Well, Mom, where's my money?" Let's say it's gone. You know what I mean? Because she didn't.
Well, I mean, but that still doesn't rob her of the lesson.
Right,
of,
exactly.
Of saving, and
that's where I was going with that. You got to let them know the whole picture versus
Right.
just, we're saving. Okay, I saved, Mom. It's been 18 years. Where's my money?
Right.
Oh, I had to do this. So by not telling her the whole picture,
And you
she's
know,
not learning.
to me, the other stupid part of the story is you're doing it on social media.
Yeah.
How much of a surprise is it going to be? Because somebody probably at school, I saw your mom on Instagram saying that she's really going to give you a bunch of money when you're 8.
Right, right.
Why are you telling everybody? I'm
Exactly.
sure the girl knows about it
Exactly.
by now.
You know, and thank you for coming on the show. Like I said, me and you do a lot of stuff. We're like Batman and Robin and stuff like that. We do a lot of stuff.
Am I Batman?
No. We're not Batman and Robin. Remember, what's that show? Sid and Marty Krofft, Wonder Girl, and
Oh yeah, right.
I'm the guy in the cave.
Oh, how about Huggy Bear and Pam Grier?
There you go. I can go with that. But you can call me Shaft.
Okay, got you.
Or what's that? Isaac Hayes thing? Truck Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Got
can do all
you.
that. Like, we can do all the exploits. I can run them down.
Hey,
Call me Trouble Man.
When I take these out, I can come with my afro. I can be Foxy Brown.
Right. Call me Trouble Man. There's been a lot of controversy in regards to my show and what I do on my personal Facebook page.
Lord, damn it, I ain't got no more wine.
No more wine. So there's been a lot of controversy about what I post and what I don't post. And we've already talked about that on previous shows. And again, I'm going to post what I like to post. And if you don't like it, there's plenty of other selections. There's millions of people on Facebook. But I think and I just want your opinion on this. We do countless shows. Me and Pastor Don have done 69 shows.
Really?
69 shows.
Wow.
Video shows. We're not even talking about his daily devotion.
Wow.
69. So if me and him did 69 shows, how many shows have we done?
Quite a bit.
Probably
we
double
do
of
two.
that. Right.
Yeah.
We do at least 2 shows a week.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I do my
Plus the Sunday show.
Sunday show and all this other stuff like that.
But yeah, all the other shows you do.
Yeah. So we've got all these shows out there. Your brother Walter, Financial Guru. We have a financial show where we're telling people how to save money and how to do these things. And if you need help with your finances, I know a financial guy. Here's a guy you need to talk to. You don't know about insurance. He knows about insurance. You know about insurance.
Right.
We have all this knowledge-based stuff. I'm going to put a thing right here since we're talking about money. Because everything that I do is negative.
Right.
But nobody talks about the stuff that we've done.
And you know what's stupid too? I heard somebody, and I can't remember which one of your friends it was, but they wanted to ask the question as to why people refer to themselves as the N-word, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because we used the word on that show, maybe that's why they were asking that. And I'm like, to me, that's just a tired argument.
Yeah.
You don't say nigga, don't say nigga.
Yeah.
I say it every once in a while. Some people probably say you shouldn't say it or you don't see yourself as listen, I'm going to say what I want to say.
Exactly. And to me, I say Negro a lot. And I do say nigga, but I say Negro because there's a difference.
I think a lot of people say it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Right.
Should we be saying it's debatable? Probably not.
Right.
But it's just, it is what
it is. What it is. And people talk like that.
But is that the bigger picture? Is that what you really caught up on? Somebody saying that? Are you negating? See that again? That's what the whole, ooh, you said nigga. But did you hear all the other stuff we said?
That we said, right. And so there's been a narrative being put out there that I don't put stuff positive out there.
Well, that's a lie.
Right, exactly. And I'm not saying, to be my cheerleader, just call it what it is.
No, I'm going to keep it real.
Yeah,
if you didn't, I would tell you you didn't.
Right, because my question is this. When I do put out these things, no comment. It's a ghost town. Oh, Donna's doing this, but I did a financial show. I've done a positive show.
You're doing it.
I was one of the few people talking about the Kanika Jenkins case.
You're doing it. You're doing that. You are actually walking the talk. And one thing I know for sure in my 36 years of life.
Yes, 36.
That there's nothing you can do about the haters.
Right.
I have this saying, I'm sure I got it from somewhere, behind every successful person is a pack of haters.
Yeah.
There's a pack of haters behind somebody who is doing something positive. And that's not necessarily saying that you're doing anything wrong. To them, is them speaking from the inside out, and that I'm not secure in what I'm doing. And so I see this person who was positive. In some respects, I probably wish I could be like them or do some of the things they're doing. But because I don't have the gumption to get up and do it, it's easier for me to attack. Ooh, I see an opportunity to fire off a shot at them because they did somebody wrong.
And don't get me wrong. Maybe you don't know that I do these other shows.
They know.
Right, of course. I mean, we know that. But what I'm saying is, like I said, I could be stereotyped. Because like I said, I'm not liked by certain people in my community because I've exposed those people and I put documents on those people.
You know, most people who speak truth to power are not liked.
Right. Or, and I don't have a problem not being liked because, like I said, I'm not here to please anybody.
Right.
And I'm not trying to, this show is not trying to show my highlights or whatever. And I just try to show the hypocrisy of people because, I put this that I think that we need to talk about. There's a video that I sent to you where a young girl was in a nice little hoochie dress and she was twerking. This girl couldn't have been more than 3 years old.
Yeah, she was a baby.
A baby.
Right.
And obviously somebody, her mother or somebody put that video up and thought it was cute.
Right. The problem that I have, because I have people do it to me every once in a while, when I post something, they want to come on with the absolute contrary of what I just said. And it's like, okay, this is my page.
Right.
I think this is my page, right?
Right.
And so I don't have mind you giving me a little pushback, but what I'm not going to do is argue with you over something that I deem acceptable to post on my page.
The content of what you're putting on your page. And that's been my argument. If you want to debate me and talk about what I put up, that's why I put it up. I want to talk about it.
Right.
But what I don't like is when people tell me what I should put up.
You should do this or you should not do that.
No. If you want to talk positivity on your page. But at the same time, how can you sit there and say, oh, all I do is post negative? That's not true.
Well, I take it a step further because I know for me, I'm not saying that everything I post is always right. But before I post stuff, I like to think about it a little bit more, or even before I comment, because I see a lot of stuff I don't agree with. And I'll even go as far as to type out a response and then I'll delete it because, like, nope. That's my mama say, not your monkey, not your show, ain't your business. Keep on it. Don't fly, let it fly, let it fly.
Exactly.
And so that's what people need to do. But I also question the people, or if I'm questioning myself, do I have the moral authority to comment in an adverse way on this person's post?
Right.
Am I doing what I'm telling them they should do? You know,
that's a good point.
I'll give a good example. Somebody said you don't like black women.
Right.
If I was to put your blackness on the table and the litmus test for your how much you like black people, would you pass? Are you living up to the same standards that you're asking me to live up to? I mean, I just think that's a fair question. Because the argument was you don't like black women because you're always saying this about it. And hell, people say I should be a lawyer. But I don't think it takes it to be a lawyer to understand Donovan's mother of his children is black. Donovan was married to a black woman. I've only seen you around black women. You created a show for black women. Hell, the two heifers that you just loaned money was black.
Yeah, absolutely.
You didn't loan it to them because, just because I wanted to help you.
Right.
You didn't say, now you some black raggedy ass,
and then they tried to screw me over.
Right, yeah, but the first one tried to do the same, but it didn't stop you from helping black women. Right. And so I feel like don't just try to dog me on something you saw once.
Right.
Put all the evidence on the table and say, and what I'm about to say about this cat true, or am I just getting on soapbox trying to
or am I late to the party?
Right. You put all the facts on the table before you try to demonize somebody. And I see, and I don't care. I'll say what I want to say. I see, really the same people coming to your post doing that. And so it just makes me wonder, what is their axe? Somebody said you had an axe to grind.
Right.
But what is their axe to grind with you that, because I rarely see those people comment on, matter of fact, I'm going to go on and say never see those people comment on other positive stuff that you do, at least from what I see. But they can't wait. It's almost like they're like, I hope he posts something negative so I can just pounce on it.
Right, but here's the thing. I just, last night, I recently posted a positive video that had a positive message in it. that starred my uncle who sang the song, and it's his
And
video.
it was a beautiful song.
Very, very nice song.
Positive, uplifting, inspirational, motivational.
Crickets. No comment.
And you know why people commented? Is because you put it out as the video, but you also attached an admonishment to it. For those of y'all who say I never post anything positive, here you go. And still a couple people comment, but I think most of them did out of, okay, well, damn.
Yeah.
I don't want him to be saying it was me, so let me just get a, because it was probably you. But like you said, people don't want that kind of stuff. People love negativity.
They love it. They
love being that one person to tell you wrong.
Right, I'm wrong. So we do a lot of different shows. Like I said, you could come at me and say, I don't do this, I don't do that. I almost guarantee you we've done a show on that.
Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong. And I'm going to give you another example. We're talking about finances. Black people do not save. Here's something that I do. I do a lot of saving. I do a lot of investments. I talk to your brother, who is a financial manager. Okay? And life insurance. We talk about that all the time. Here's something that I think young people should be getting involved in, and you can share it with these young people and people around you, however you want to do it. I'm going to put the hashtag up here where you can kind of see where we're going. It's an application called Stash, and it takes $5. $5, and you can start saving money and investing in stocks at your own. And I think it's $1 a month, whatever your stocks. You got to really look into it, but it's not complicated at all. $5. That's a Starbucks coffee. $5. And you could be a part owner of a Disneyland.
Right.
Okay? Now, Disneyland stock is what? Let's say Disneyland stock is $120 a stock.
Right.
Okay. 5% goes into 120. I don't know what,
right.
We know what the thing is, 40 something sometimes.
Right.
But by $5, you have a $5 stock interest in that company, and you've started to build. So when you put enough $5 in there and you get 120 every week, there's $5 a week.
Right.
You're going to own one stock,
which is
better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Now Disney stock, they're in charge of Star Wars.
But it puts you in a habit of saving.
Savings. So I spend $40 a week investing in Stash. I've invested and I started this stuff last year.
Yeah.
Over $2,000. I've
Wow.
already saved. $40 a week, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Because I don't drink Starbucks.
Right.
I do my own coffee, whatever it is. But I saved $2,000 using Stash. And I have stock in Boeing, Walmart, Bank of America, so on. So I have the different stocks. I'm an intermediate investor. And and there's a new stock that I invested in because since I hate with black women and I hate women in general, there's a stock, and the stock is like a dividend. What they do is that they group a bunch of stocks together. So I'm invested in Boeing. I'm invested in Lockheed Martin, military manufacturing companies.
Right. Okay.
But there's one where there's a woman stock, and it's a brand new stock that they just started it up.
Yeah.
And it's $79 for one thing. I've got one share of that. I just started it.
Right.
So all you feminists out there that say you're, for women, you should be having this stock.
Right.
But I've invested in it.
Feminist stock.
Yeah.
Fem stock.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is, but see, I'm smart enough to jump on that bandwagon to make money. $5 a week. And so I'm going to put this up there for those of you guys that don't have a 401k, or you're working 3 part-time jobs that don't give you any benefits.
Right.
You need to start gambling yourself rather than have somebody else gamble it. And you know a lot about finances and stuff. Even some of the insurance companies are on the stock market.
Yeah. They have a lot of insurance policies that are, like you said, on the stock market.
And I'm investing in some of those.
And that's what a lot of wealthy people do. They invest in life insurance policy because of the way the tax benefits, they're set up differently and more favorable to
you. Exactly. And so for $5 a month, I've saved over $2,000, $40 a week, $2,000 something dollars, and I'm still going.
Can I get a loan?
I'll talk to Al about that. You got to do some things for that. But is Amanda going to be delivered to me as collateral?
It depends on how much you loan it.
Yeah. You got to put your sister up for collateral. That girl is so fun. I have nightmares about that girl.
Damn.
I have nightmares.
About her killing you?
No, not killing me. Just
wow.
Just seeing her, just all that womanness. It's just brick house. Just to see
house.
it. I mean, woo! I'm getting moist just sitting. I'm joking. But but no. No, but here's some of the things that we talk about. So instead of talking about, we joke a lot and a lot of stuff like that.
Right.
But here I am giving you game
Right.
on making money and saving money.
Oh, that's negative.
Right, it's negative.
Negative.
And the $2,000 that I've invested, even though it's conservative investing, I've pulled out of there, profit-wise, at least $270. It's not a lot.
It's something.
It's something. So, but I take that $270
Right.
and I reinvested it
Right.
back into the stock. But that's just one set of stocks that I just got off of my social media.
Right.
Just playing around with it. I already have regular stocks, but if you don't know nothing about stock, this is a good way to start.
I have regular stocks too, but
Right.
I'm going to get into that stash.
That stash.
You don't show me how to do it.
Yeah, it's just, if you can download Facebook and Instagram from the Google Play, you can do this. It's very simple. Of course, you got to attach your bank account to it so you can put that money into whatever investment.
There was another one my nephew turned me on to. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. Some stock. It's a new one that for regular amateur investors.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name of it. But what I'm saying is, if I had this when I was a teenager, we were coming out of high school, how much money would I have right now?
Quite a bit.
Just $5 a week. $40 a week. That's all I'm saying. $40. That I'll never see. That's what I'm investing. $40.
Right.
To stash. We're not even talking about my other investments.
Right.
But that's the kind of stuff that we need to start teaching our children now. But I'm talking negative.
You negative.
Oh, I didn't see that part of your show.
You negative.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part of your show. You have a financial guy on there? I can call this guy anytime, and he will tell you what you need to know. Those people that are having money problems right now, paying your bills, I'll give you the number to this guy, and he will find you the money so that you can make ends meet in your situation. But nobody ever talks about that.
Well, they rather talk about things that are not helpful.
Yeah, the Cardi B thing.
Robin
the
Hood
Grammys.
is what it's called.
Robin Hood, yeah.
Robin Hood, yeah.
But they were talking about Cardi B and the Grammys. What happened at the Grammys?
Did you hear what she said too, by the way?
No, I didn't hear. What did she say?
The lady, the interviewer asked her, so how are you feeling? She should have said that.
Right.
But the lady asked her, how are you doing? How are you feeling? She goes, oh, I got butterflies all in my body and my vagina.
Yeah, I think there's a video of that. But see, this is the kind of women that our girls are looking at. Let's check out that video real quick and see if they show that part.
Look who I have, CardiB joining me! Oh my God, I've been dying to talk to you. How are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nervous, overwhelmed, everything.
You feel it all right now.
I feel it all, butterfly in my stomach and vagina.
Okay. I love you. Why do I love you? Well, I know I love you so much. The same reason everyone loves you. Because you speak your mind, CardiB. You do not hold back.
Yeah, well, I love it too. Sometimes it gets me in trouble, whoever's in there.
So that's the future. And like I said, when a girl, a woman does this, are you a retard?
You're going to get in trouble using that word. You can say the word nigga before you can say retard.
Are you specially challenged?
There you go.
Are you specially challenged?
You can say the N word, but you can't say the word.
What is that? What? You're supposed to be a lady.
You're supposed to be turned on by that. That doesn't turn you on.
That's a queen? A queen acts like that? Get down, Dale.
Maybe. I don't.
It's just insane to me.
Maybe the queen has been redefined, rather.
I hope not. Because if that's a queen, then Belle's the top notch of that thing. But I'm not saying that's what bothers me. But this is why we do what we do. We want you to talk about these issues, but know what you're talking about before you do it. Because, like I said, if I had Dee up here in her shorts and shaking her ass and Deanna and doing all that craziness, and I'm only talking about Cardi B, Nicki Minaj and stuff, I'd have 1,000, 100,000 views, 100,000 views per show.
Right.
But just because you did not see a certain thing, and I'm bringing something, I'm the editor, and I'm going to pick and choose what I want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think I think this is the last time you should address it. And, if you see people commenting like that, just ignore them. Ignore them. I'm not going to even address you because you're not even speaking from a factual point of view at this point. You're just making up stuff. I don't like black women.
And again,
your mama black.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't even know what you're talking about. I've never dated a white woman. I've dated women of color, don't get me wrong. But I've never dated a white woman in my life. Never. I've never been attracted to a white woman.
But I bet you some of the people who talking about you not liking black women have dated other women.
I'm very sure. I'm very sure. Yeah. And vice versa, you know, men, women, whatever. And if that's what you're doing, hey, more power to you.
You don't care.
Yeah.
But don't come on my page talking about I don't like black women. Do you like black men?
Right.
Do you like black women?
Right.
Or have you always? I mean, come on.
Right.
If you're not, again, don't ask me to answer questions that you're not going to be able to give a positive answer to.
How about this? Why not go on your page and put a discussion on why Donovan puts up negative things about black women? Then I could come in and defend myself, and we can have a big discussion about that. But my problem is, I do not want people, because you've seen on my page where I'll let people just discuss, and I don't even participate. It's them having the discussion, which is fine. But, and I'm not singling anybody out. What I'm saying is, what chaps my hide is the fact that when somebody tells me what I can and what I can't put on my page, and it just frustrates me that all of these shows that we've done, which is what I've been talking about, nobody can say, oh, I didn't know you had a financial guy on there. I didn't know you worked with Pastor Don.
I didn't know you had a show called Love in the City.
Yeah, I had no idea
devoted to helping black women.
Right.
And talking about issues in the black community. Then you can't say that.
Right. I didn't know that.
So that's why I told you, you better than me. I don't have patience for people like that. Like, because you're not going to convince me I'm something that I'm really not.
Right.
That's your false narrative of me. I don't have to answer to what the picture you're painting of me. So, like I said, you better than me. I just wouldn't deal with it.
Yeah, and, you know,
I wouldn't deal with it at all.
And the funny thing is, you know, I'm not hurting for likes, and I'm not on the show to do that. There's a lot of people that agree with me.
Right. And at the same time, you realize that everybody is not going to agree with you. But don't come on my page trying to castigate me and lie on me about something that's not true.
Right. You know, and like I said, and if you're going to continue to do that, like I said, I'm going to let you just, you know, look like a fool or whatever you're going to do. And because, like I said, I think I put the whole thing to rest. I put a positive video up, crickets.
Well, I mean, but that's not the first positive video or anything that you put up.
Exactly.
So, but I love, though, how when those people on your page are, you know, and they know who they are. They won't watch this anyway.
Yeah,
so
they won't watch it anyway. But.
When you call them to the carpet, then they want to highlight your positive attributes. But like, if you're truly my friend, I'm not saying that I believe these people are your friends.
They're my friends.
You're truly my friend. Why didn't you lead with any of that? Why did I have to call you to the carpet and for you to say, well, yeah, by the way, you did do A, B, C, and D, and you're just guy in the community? You know, why do I have to force that out of you? Yeah. Do you really want to paint something about me that's not true that bad?
Right. And again, what do we always say on our shows? You're more than free to come on the show. I mean, I'm showing my face.
There's space and opportunity for somebody right here.
Right here. I mean, you know, I'm backing up what I say and what I believe.
Right.
I'm saying, hey, this is what I think. This is fucked up. This 5-year-old girl over here shaking her ass. Where's the father?
Right.
You know, what's going on here? Oh, you shouldn't show that. Only positive stuff. Go to your page and do that.
Right. Have some rainbows and sunshines and lollipops all up on your page. Right. Deny that we don't have issues that need to be discussed and ultimately solution driven. That's the end game, is try to come up with a solution.
Prove me wrong.
Right. So we can fix it. We're not just, you know, because a lot of people do just talk badly about black people. Mm-hmm. That's not what we do. Right. We're always offering solutions, and we're not always right, but we ain't always wrong.
Right. But here's what I don't understand. And you can believe I'm a certain way or whatever the deal is. If I don't like black women, why are you here?
You can't tell I'm really green. I'm not really black.
Yeah, I mean, you're a forthright, educated black woman.
And not only that, I was doing my show within the confines of my home, but it was you for probably a year saying, "Come on, D, let's do something else with it. Come to the studio. Let's get the message out there." And then finally, I said, "Okay, you're right. You didn't have to do that. You could have found any old white woman off the street and say, you know what, I like what you do. Yes. Come in here and let's get you a show. Right. Let's promote you." So that's why I said, you're preaching to the choir. Those people, you know, I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to call them names, but to me, it's silly.
No, but to me, I got the most pro-black woman I can find to be on my show.
Right, but you don't like black
women.
But I don't
like black women. But this balances the show. Right. I mean, I was smart enough to know, let me find somebody who's not going to put up with my bullshit if I'm wrong.
But you don't like black women, though.
I don't like black women.
You don't like black women.
I don't like black women.
You don't.
Well, the truth is, I got you on the show so I can get closer to your sister.
Aha!
That's what it is.
But she's a black woman too.
Oh my, what?
And hell, she blacker than me.
What? Oh my God.
Go figure.
Go figure.
Something making no sense here.
I've been trying to get with this girl for how many years now?
It's been a few.
A black woman. Me.
Right. A sister.
A sister.
A sister.
Who's a teacher.
Who's a teacher.
So that she's educated too.
Who is a sister.
I'm not
a bona fide black woman.
I'm years been trying to get with a black woman, but I hate black women.
I mean, one of the other black women who one day we could get her back on the show,
Mm-hmm.
she could tell you've been trying to help her as well, and she's chocolate.
Yes.
She's a
Absolutely.
black woman.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Honestly, Donovan, I can't really say it. I'm not saying no. I can't remember the last time I've even seen you around a white woman or anybody. That's just me personally. I'm saying that you haven't, but I haven't seen that. I mean, the shows that you've done, all the women that you've invited over for the show have been black.
Women of color.
That have also sat amongst your other white guests who were men. All black women,
Right.
you and white men.
Right.
The very, very first show that you started.
Right. Yeah. And where did we start? Starbucks outside doing what we got to do.
There's no way you like black women.
But I invite everybody. Come on the show. Come on. Oh no, I can't come on the show. I don't have time. What do you mean you don't have time?
I think at this point, this is going to be a little bit vulgar. You just need to tell people to start kissing your black ass.
Hashtag kiss my black ass.
And get off my page with that bullshit.
Right.
With your false narrative about me, because you don't get to define me, because you know who you are. And that's where I get mad. When people try to define me, because see, I know who I am. I can listen to criticism, but what you're not going to do is lie on me.
Right.
And then get mad because I won't believe your lie.
See, but it just amazes me when they go, I didn't know you did that. I didn't know you did that.
You knew, but you kept scrolling by. You didn't give a damn about it, which is fine, because I scroll by stuff I don't give a damn about.
You don't
too.
give a damn about that's fine. But again,
don't lie.
Right.
You know it.
I do a church show, and I'm very respectful
For
on
the
the church
Christians.
show, for the Christians and stuff.
And it's a good word.
Yeah, 13,000 people listen to that, and and it's a white pastor.
Right.
He does his thing. I have no problem with that. We do the different various shows that we do here. We do finances. I mean, insurance. You name it, we can do it.
And you're constantly inviting people, and we're starting to do that, especially on my show, inviting people everyday people who want to join the conversation. You're not discriminatory when it comes to that. Come on. We're not going to fight with you.
Yeah, defend your position.
Right, but if you have an adverse, or a different opinion, I should say, come on and speak your piece. Nobody's stopping you from doing that.
I'm not going to put you in a bad light. I'm not here to...
But nobody shows up, though.
Nobody ever shows up. But they show up on my page.
Keyboard gang. That's what keyboard gang doing drive-bys on Facebook.
Right. And like I said, I have, in hindsight, I do have some really good friends that have good intentions.
Absolutely.
And,
I've met a few.
Yeah. And but it's just that narrative that I hate black women. I don't know where they're coming with that.
That's hateful.
Because,
is what that is.
Because if anything, these financial shows and like I just announced the stash thing, this is actually aimed at the single black mothers who need help. They don't know how to do it, whatever. If you have a baby right now, like I told my nieces, my oldest niece, she has a baby, something like that. I said, if you start taking $5 now, by the time this kid is 18,
it adds up.
It's going to be,
it's
you're going to have a goal line.
It is something. Like you said, I really love what you said. When you said back in the day, black women, and this is black families in general, they didn't leave their kids with nothing.
Right.
They left something. I don't care if it was $5.
Right.
They left their children something. Because I remember my grandmother. My mother used to say that about her grandmother, her grandmother, which was my great grandmother. I didn't spend a lot of time with her, and neither did my mom, because she was off doing her things. But she said that she wanted to try to leave something to the kids. She said, because my grandmother didn't leave me shit.
Right.
She was doing her thing, but she didn't want that to be her legacy. I would say that my grandmother, her mom, was well off, and she didn't leave, the planet without leaving anything behind.
Right. A good example, like I said, me and my mom is, we have a good relationship and stuff. Now we're older. We both have the same kind of Siamese badass cat.
Okay.
But a good example is this house here. This is my childhood home. This is something my mom left.
Right.
as her legacy to me and my brother.
You guys will always have somewhere to go.
Somewhere to go.
Right.
And, but it's like I explained to my nieces and explained to my son, I'm not living here for free.
I mean, yeah, you've done a kick-ass job on the place, right?
Working it up and keeping it up.
Right.
It's a family home and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that was my mom's idea, was
legacy.
to leave something.
And that's one thing we need to get used to in our community is leaving, because we used to do that. Leave your children a legacy. That's how the other races get ahead. They leave their children something whether it's by way of a life insurance policy, a house, a big fat bag of cash,
right? Something,
a Model T car, something. They've left them something to say, I'm not here anymore, but I want you to continue on.
Right, but if I make this statement, like what's going on in the South, you have these families that are leaving these kids all this land that's been in the family for 100 years.
Right.
They don't pay the taxes on it.
They trick it off and lose it.
They trick it off. So it's like me, and that's why I try to explain to my nieces and my son and my nephew. This is the family home.
Right.
Everybody in the family is welcome here.
Right.
This is what Grandma started.
Right.
But I had to keep it going. I just can't. You just can't.
Yeah, we're not gonna tear it up.
Yeah, you just don't tear it up.
It'll be to turn up every damn day.
The reason why I'm improving it is so that it moves off into the future. But you got a lot of young kids that'll come in now and just, the kitchen's falling apart.
We recently spoke to a young lady. We won't say her name, but she was left land. Remember she was left land?
Oh, yes.
And I don't even know if they have it anymore, but she was on the brink of losing it. It was land that they owned. All she had to do was pay the property taxes.
Exactly. She didn't have the money to pay the property tax. Exactly, and that's how they get us. And we don't teach our kids that.
So her grandmother, her auntie, or somebody left it to her. Yeah. They probably don't have it anymore.
And now the state's got it. So,
right.
But you gotta show these kids how to do this stuff, how to invest, how to keep that legacy going.
Right.
You got kids now that let's say they'll come into the house, the kitchen is falling apart or the garage door is broken, and they leave it broken.
They just keep on walking right by it.
Yeah, it's like me. I'm getting older, so I don't want grass in my front yard now. So I'm going to dig that up and put some rocks down there and go to a desert landscape, and just be done with it.
Right.
And then when I'm gone, there's something left.
Right.
For whoever could get it. Not necessarily my son, and it might not be his dream to live in California. But it's a family home that could be used. And
one word of advice I would give too in regards to life insurance, because I think of my situation. I have, and I've always had life insurance on myself to give to my daughter. If something that happens to me, she's 25. I ain't got to leave her shit technically.
Right.
But I'm not going to do that to her. So, in the future when I do get married, I'm going to keep that policy.
Sure, keep it going.
And I'm going to get one for my husband.
Yes, absolutely.
Because God forbid I die. I want him to be able to be all right. And, vice versa, he does the same for me.
Wait, so that plan that we have to knock Al off?
No, but the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of times you do have the children end up fighting, not that my daughter would, end up fighting with the new husband.
Yes.
Or the husband fighting, well, mama had a life insurance policy, however, I'm the beneficiary. Right. Get one for the kids.
Yes.
Or get a big enough one where you split up the the difference. Okay, my man is getting half, or the kids get however. But you can do what you want, but just don't create that problem.
But see, people say, "Well, I got no money." This goes back to what I said about financing, and we don't have credit union, we don't have bank accounts.
Right.
A credit union, just by you being a member, will put give you $2,000 free.
Right.
Insurance.
Right.
Just because you're a member.
I mean, hell,
it's not a lot, but it's something.
To the want ads or whatever, the Sunday newspaper, and they say for $5 a month, you can get. There's just no excuse not to have it.
And then that $2,000 that the credit union that you're a member of gives you, if you pay an extra $1, it goes to $10,000.
Right. But the information is out there.
Once a month.
We just have to want it. But I always wanted to say that because you do see a lot of infighting with the husband and the kids, and that was my mama's house, and you just came into the picture. And make sure everybody's taken care of, and they're like they say, if it's in writing, there's no fighting.
Well, like I said, if that does come down, I'm make sure me and Amanda will make sure that Deanna gets what she's supposed to do and keep Al.
Absolutely.
Get what he's supposed to say. Hey, let's be safe. Because, like I said, I'll be dead soon if I get what your sister.
Right. You better make sure all your affairs are in order. Okay?
I got my heart attack pills, all of that.
Where Bill, Missy, and Tyler are all them going.
Yes. Right. Yes. I mean, but who knew that girl was going to be so fine?
She tried to warn you back in the day. You was like, get off me.
No. Who knew? Who knew? God, I tell you, I have nightmares about that girl. I have nightmares.
You never know. You never know.
And then she's going to sneak into town during the holidays while I go out of town.
The day you came in as
I was just like,
She'll be here in the summer. Hopefully you won't be touring around the world in the summer.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Like I said, all I need is 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and I'll never bother you again. Anyway, but just want to break that up. Please check out DK on Sundays, Facebook Live, and on YouTube, the Demetra K channel. Your likes and your views are going up. People are subscribing.
I'm just looking for one subscriber a day.
Exactly.
So
it's going up. So, we're on the right track. Guys, please check out the Hot Seat Radio Show on Thursday, 7 o'clock. Also, the Pastor Don Show on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. And 2D Hard Way and Loving the Skin I'm In on Wednesdays today, and the Donovan Saadiq Show whenever I can get around to it and do that. But please, you all guys are always welcome to come on the show.
Come on down.
And just, come on out, give us your opinion, and just be safe out there. A lot of stuff's going on. This has been the Donovan Saadiq Show.